everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video on a niche fragrance line called Atelier Materi. They are a French perfume house and I'm going to be reviewing all the perfumes in their range. If you're new here, then hello, welcome. We are all about perfumes. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos just like this going through whole ranges, both mainstream, designer, niche, you name it. So do check them all out. And if you're a regular, do check to see if you're subscribed and turn on notifications and give the video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, useful. That really helps me. And down below in the description box is where I'll leave links to where you can buy these fragrances for UK, Europe, North America, where they're available. So I have here the brand new release from Atelier Materi, which is Rose A Dwarf. And you can see here how beautiful the bottles are. They're really heavy and really quite big as well. This is 100 ml, but it feels like even bigger. It's really thick glass bottle. And then you've got sort of minerally quite heavy lid on the top as well. It also came in a really lovely presentation box, and the company vision and inspiration is all about being inspired by nature. Each one of their perfumes is inspired by a particular part of nature. So let's try this first one, Rose A Dwarf. So I have a little bit about it here. So it's a daring interpretation of the rose where the flower reveals itself as urban and mineral. It's got the Damascus rose in and the centrifolia rose from grass. The perfumer plays with ambiguities combining femininity and masculinity, transparency, texture, minerality and sensuality. Let's see what it smells like then. So it definitely feels like a more unisex rose than a super feminine rose. I'm definitely getting the Turkish rose. It's a little bit spicy, and I'm also getting a good amount of ambroxan. Ambroxan is a man-made synthetic ingredient which is in Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. It's in more and more perfumes these days, and it gives a fragrance a creamy skin, cashmere, warm feeling to the base. And here it's really mixing with the rose. So I definitely say that this is a strong perfume. I'm really getting it. It's really projecting. I think these are definitely, you know, using quality ingredients. They're well made, because I'm really impressed with how this is projecting just from one spray. I'm getting a slight leathery undertone as it is settling, and I think that's what's making me feel that this is a slightly unisex rose. I think if you like your more deeper, darker rose, almost reminded me a bit of like Montguerlain, no, not Montguerlain, Guerlain's La Petite Robe Noire Black Perfecto that had all that leather in as well. There's a sagey undertone, there's nutmeg, so there's an aromatic feel again. That maybe that's what's making me think slightly masculine, but the Turkish rose is definitely the main scent that I get. I get a pink pepper, slightly spicy, aromatic, very warm ambroxan rose. So I think if you're looking for something that is warm and rosy, that's really gonna last and that everyone's gonna be able to smell on you, and something that's a bit niche that not everyone else will have, then I do definitely recommend this. It is performing really well. I can tell it's a good quality perfume, and even the label has like indents on it, and it's just really well made and well produced, so really impressive bottle. So I then have the Discovery set, which has the other 6 fragrances in their range. So let's go through them and discover them. So first of all, we have Bois d'Ambre. So it looks like this has recently changed its name, and it used to be called Pure d'Ambre. So to me, this feels really quite masculine, like an evening masculine scent. It's got a ombre musk note in, but it's also got some angelica, it's got some amberiness, and plenty of sandalwood, hence the bois. I think bois means wood in French. This feels like a lovely masculine scent. I think you could wear this to the office, but even better for nighttime. Again, I'm really getting the projection. I can tell it's a great quality fragrance. It's quite, yeah, quite like that. I definitely like to smell that on a man. So next we have Cacao Porcelaina. So cacao, of course, chocolate. Wow, this is really like a chocolate liqueur. There's a rum note in here and that cacao, and it's really chocolatey, rummy, like walking into a men's drinking club underground in the winter. You've got tonka bean, you've got a bit of tobacco note in here as well. It's very, I think it's quite a male, sexy scent. It's a bit leathery. Tonka bean patchouli in there as well. I think this would be lovely on a man. I really like this. And it's definitely very strong. I think maybe even slightly stronger than the previous one. That rum notes, that boozy, tobacco. I think that's exactly what you'd want from a man for like a date night fragrance. I do think these are all unisex, and of course anyone can wear any scent. I think to me these last two are feeling quite masculine, but absolutely a woman could wear them if you like that type of thing. So next we have Iris Ebene. So this is an iris scent, but it's also quite spicy, leathery, suede-y. It's got a balm note in, spicy. Again, iris I normally associate with female fragrances, but I would say that this is more masculine, or a lady who's looking for something with that hint of iris, but all like those spicy, warm, like typically masculine scents. Again, it's strong, but this isn't like a sort of Huile la Vie Belle, which is like a sweeter iris. It's nothing like that. So next we have Poivre Pomelo. So pomelo is one of my favorite summer scents. It's like a grapefruit scent. So this one, I'm really getting the pomelo. It's very different to all the others, much fresher, all about that citrus grapefruit pomelo vibe. There's a hint of something green underneath. They've used like mate, osmanthus, even angelica, a bit of pepper underneath. So it's got a greenness, outdoorsiness to it. But it's mainly that pomelo citrus note that I get, and then it's fading into something a bit greener with the angelica. This feels very unisex, men or women. Kind of reminds me a bit of some of the Hermès Jardin fragrances, that kind of vibe, like green, outdoors, citrusy, good for the springtime. Yeah, very universal. So next we have Narcisse Taige, or Tage. You know how bad my French is. So this one feels more feminine. It's quite a powdery floral. You've got narcissus. There's a little bit of ginger that I'm getting here as well. It's quite a warm ginger. It's not too sharp. And then it's quite leathery as well. Musky, leathery, patchouli. Definitely someone that likes a quite strong white floral, powdery white floral. Yeah, it's quite an intense white floral, but for me this does feel feminine. Yeah, ginger and powdery white floral, I'd say. Okay, and then lastly we have Santal Blonde. So this is really heavy sandalwood and cardamom. So it's an oriental sandalwood. I'm basically getting loads of cardamom and some sandalwood. So fresh, unisex. I wouldn't say it has to be male, this one, but you have to love the smell of cardamom for this. I mean, it's quite fresh. It doesn't feel leathery or heavy like some of the others. It's more a fresh cardamom. So I think there it would be good for work, or, you know, more sporty occasions during the day. And then one of the others would be better for nighttime. Cool, so that's the whole range. So I have to say, really impressed with the bottles. They're really good quality, and all the fragrances have been strong, amazing projection. Like, my whole room smells so strongly of fragrance now. So I do definitely recommend them. If you like any of those fragrance mixes, then I don't think these guys will let you down, because it's really strong, noticeable, and quite unique. I really like that rum tobacco one. Really interesting. Definitely worth trying out. Cool guys, so that is it. Those are all the fragrances. Let me know what you think. Have you tried this brand before? Which is your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's it guys. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.